Wife joked about second marriage at sister's wedding. Next morning, she was single for real. My wife caught the bouquet at her sister's wedding and announced to the entire reception, "Maybe I'll use this for my second marriage." The crowd laughed. Her mother practically cackled. Even the bride seemed amused, but she wasn't finished. When her aunt came over asking how we were doing as a couple, my wife delivered the knockout punch. "This one doesn't count. I'm practicing for the real thing." More laughter, more nodding heads, more people treating our 3-year marriage like some kind of dress rehearsal. I sat there nursing my beer, watching my wife turn our relationship into her personal comedy routine. Her cousin chimed in, "You're so funny. Poor guy doesn't know what he's gotten himself into." My wife soaked it up like she was performing stand-up. I didn't react, didn't argue, didn't even change my expression. Just sat there observing how comfortable she looked, humiliating me in front of her entire family. That's when it hit me. This wasn't the first time. Those little comments at dinner parties, the eye rolls when I'd mention our anniversary, the dismissive tone when introducing me to friends. I wasn't her husband in her mind. I was her training wheels. By the time we got home, she was still giggling. "Did you see everyone's faces? They thought I was so funny." "Yeah," I said. "You were the star of the show." She missed the tone completely. "I know, right? Sometimes I surprise myself with how witty I can be." 3 days later, I was in the kitchen making dinner when I overheard her talking to her college roommate. "No, seriously, he just sits there and takes it. I made all these jokes about practicing for my real marriage, and he didn't say a word. I mean, he's nice enough. Pays his share, doesn't leave messes, pretty low maintenance. But there's just no spark. It's like being married to really reliable furniture." Reliable furniture. That's how she saw me. We'll see. Maybe the right guy will come along and show me what a real marriage is supposed to feel like. Until then, I guess I'm stuck with my practice round. I kept stirring the pasta like I hadn't heard anything. The next morning, I called a family law attorney. 3 years of marriage, no kids, both working. It would be relatively simple. I scheduled the filing for Friday. By Monday, she'd be officially served. That Sunday at her parents' house, her mother started immediately. "There's our little comedian from the wedding. Everyone's still talking about your practice marriage jokes." My wife practically glowed. "Really? I thought they were pretty good." "Oh, honey, you had the whole table in stitches. Poor guy here didn't know what hit him." I smiled politely and helped set the table while they rehashed her greatest hits. Monday morning, a process server knocked on her office door. 17 missed calls and 12 text messages were waiting on my phone. When I got home, she met me at the door with the papers in hand, mascara smudged. "What is this?" "Legal paperwork," I said, hanging up my jacket. "Why am I being served divorce papers? Nobody put me up to anything. I made this decision myself." "But why?" "We're fine. We're happy." I looked at her. "Were you kidding when you told your college friend I was like being married to reliable furniture? Or when you told your book club you were surviving your practice marriage?" The color drained from her face. "You were listening to my private conversations?" "Hard not to when you're having them in our living room. But that's not the point." "Then what is the point?" "The point is that you've spent years treating our marriage like it's temporary. Like it's some kind of rehearsal for when you find someone better. Well, congratulations. Rehearsal is over." She started crying. "I didn't mean any of it the way you're making it sound." "Then explain to me why you're constantly making jokes about our marriage being temporary. Explain why you tell strangers I'm passive and boring. Explain why you've turned our relationship into entertainment for everyone we know." She couldn't. 6 months later, I signed the final papers. The last time I saw her was at the closing.